Okay, good morning and Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Anam Hanif Khan, and I welcome you in your English literature class. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is unit number 5, Great Expectation, from your book, that is Reading Circle 8, and your chapter is yes, this is unit number 5, Great Expectations. It is on page number 42. Okay, Great Expectation is a story of a young boy, namely Philip, but he is called Pip. He lives with his sister and her husband, who is a blacksmith. In the starting of this story, we see Pip is in a graveyard near his parents' grave. He has never seen his parents, but by their tombstones, he drives the idea that his father was a square, stout, dark man with curly black hairs, and his mother was freckled and sickly. The courtyard surrounds the graveyard is marshy, bleak, overgrown with nettles, dark, flat wilderness, intersected with dikes and mounds and gates. The scattered cattle feeding on it, the river is like a low leading line, and the sea like a savage lair. In other words, it is depressing and scary. As Pip is missing his parents and he is beginning to cry, he listens a terrible voice of a man. What were the words? Words are, keep still, you little devil, or I'll cut your throat. He is a fearful man, all in coarse grey, with a great iron on his leg, a man with no hat and with broken shoes, and with an old rag tied round his head. A man who had been soaked in water and smothered in mud and lamed by stones, and cut by flints and stung by nettles and torn by briars, who limped and shivered. He glared and growled, and whose teeth chattered in his head as he seized me, means the author, by the chin. Actually, that man is a convict who has escaped and is hiding there. He scares Pip badly as Pip starts crying. That man asks to him, "Where is your parents?" Pip answers that they have passed away. I live with my sister and her husband, who is a blacksmith. When the convict listens this, he looks down at his legs, then comes closer to Pip, holds him by both arms and asks, "You know what a file is?" Pip says, "Yes." "And you know what victuals is?" Pip says, "Yes." Then the convict says, "You get me a file and get me victuals," because he knows that the blacksmith can cut open the iron chain that he is wearing on his legs. Pip is dreadfully frightened and he clung to him with both hands and says, "Please let me go. I will bring whatever you ask." The convict says, You bring me tomorrow morning early that file and that victuals. Pip agrees. Then the convict also asks him, bring some food for me, as he is very hungry. Then he says to Pip to run from there and not to turn back. Pip is very frightened as he starts running towards his home. At the end of this story, he was frightened as well as he has sympathy for the convict, as he feels that the convict is somehow like him, because he was orphan as well and he was given limited food and he had to do lots of work at her sister's home. Now move towards your homework. What is your homework? You have to do the words meaning from book, page number 42, 44 and 46. Then exercise A, question answers. I am reading the questions. Okay, question number 1. What are Pip's first impressions of his parents and where has he derived these from? Okay, you will find the answer on page number 43 easily. And you may listen the lecture. It is clearly told in the lecture as well that his father was a square stout dark man with curly black hair and his mother was a freckled and sickly. Then question number 2. What kind of countryside surrounds the graveyard? Pick out all the descriptive words and phrases used to describe the countryside. You will listen the lecture again, so you will find the answer as I have told in the lecture. Number 3. What overall impression does the reader get from the author's description of countryside? How does it contribute to the general atmosphere created? Your answer will be like, it is depressing and scary. Then number 4. Who does Pip meet in the graveyard and what is he doing there? Whom he meets? A convict who has escaped and is hiding there. Then number 5. What is the convict interested to hear that Pip's brother-in-law is a blacksmith? So your answer will be like, the blacksmith can cut open the iron chain that he is wearing on his leg. Then number 7. Okay, number 7. Which words and phrase in the text tell us that the convict is a rich man? Okay, you will find the answer on page number 44 of your book and it is the 3rd paragraph. This is the paragraph on page number 44. 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd paragraph, a fearful man. You will write the complete paragraph till by the chin. That will be the answer of your question number 7. Then question number 8. Do you think Pip feels frightened of the convict or sympathy for him? He feels both. Frightened because the way he treated him, as he pushed him and tilted him and made him sit on a wall, and he was about to put his finger on his mouth as well. And he feels sympathy as well because he was very hungry, as while telling him about his hunger, he was about to cry. So your answer will be to both. He was frightened as well as he feels sympathy. That is your work. It is enough for today. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next class to complete the topic. Till then, Allah Hafiz from my